Hi, it's me, Mickey the Boddie, and we are back with Feed the Body at our new home at Grindhouse Studios. I hope you guys like the layout. I'm feeling real comfy in this vibe. I am here today with my first Artist Edition interview for Feed the Body with the illustrious Miss DDA motherfucking Tink. See, I'm already here for the energy. I'm here for the energy. So, DDA Tink has her new EP out. We are going to break down this new EP, and we're going to touch on her top 3 songs off this EP, which was kind of hard to pick. She picked them, and it got nothing to do with me. This is how she feels about her music. And this is your chance to connect with her as well. So I'm glad that we have you here. So this is the first song on the EP playing right now. This is Clouds. Break down this EP for us.
Okay, so the EP is called The Wake Up After the Breakup, which is, TWATB. Whenever you go on streaming platforms to look for it, you can see that back there. So I basically put this project together because obviously I was going through a breakup, and I feel like when you're in love, you get the best music because like you're either getting really happy ass music or you're getting like music that really like turns the fuck up.
We all have those artists that know exactly how to get us through a breakup.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely something. So when I started writing The Wake Up After the Breakup, the first song I wrote is Clouds. And so it's basically like a story and a journey. I don't know if you know about the 7 stages of grief, but it's like 7 stages of a breakup. So each song from the first one to the 7th song is 7 songs. It goes through the breakup stages that I personally went through. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. So just listen to the project and take that ride with me.
Do you want to discuss any parts of that breakup?
So like I feel like the way that I am, so I'm Sagittarius.
Okay.
It gives.
Y'all just y'all just be out here.
Okay, not even.
Y'all just be out.
Not too much. I'm not one of those Sagittarius.
Okay,
but
you know what? Most of the Sagittarius I know are men anyway.
Yeah, they're horrible.
They really.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
And I love them. Like my best friend is a Sag.
My father, like I love my daddy. He's my daddy.
Yeah.
But
he hailed. No, seriously.
Like raising that man has been so difficult.
No, I get it completely. Like at a certain age, you begin to raise your parents,
and they be acting like they ain't got no responsibilities.
I'm trying to tell you, but like whenever I first started going through this breakup, so I feel like for me, like when I'm in love and I'm actually in love with a person, I'm loyal as fuck. Like. No matter what type of relationship it is, I'm really big on loyalty. Like people say that, but I really mean it. So it's just like once I get to a point where I have to detach myself from you, it hurts me. I feel like sometimes more than it hurts the other person. And it's like I got to a point where I was living in Massachusetts. And I'm from North Carolina. I was up there for about a year, and I was like, damn, like I gotta it's something holding me back. Like I was like losing crazy weight, dude. I was depressed as fuck. Like it was just a bad ass situation. And I'm an artist, so I got to a point in a relationship where I even feel like personally I wasn't able to write music around this person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And once you get to a point
not being able to create, like, cause it's how it breaks you down, like. By the time you get to the point where you can't create or live in your creative mind, you are at your lowest because they've already stripped away all those little pieces of you. All of a sudden you're sitting there, can't write, can't do what you need to do, can't process. And then you're looking around like, bitch, I haven't even worn my favorite color in 2 months. Like,
and I kick my own ass because me being who I am, like I'm very confident and I know who I am, and I'm like most of the time, like a majority of the time, I'm very in control of how I'm affected. But like you get so caught up in love where it kind of blinds you to a point. Like And then one of my songs, Closer, I was like, I was missing red flags. Because, like, my friend told me during the, I was like, venting to one of my friends, Tanisha, and I was like, girl, like,
it was just tell the difference between the red flags and the regular flags when you're wearing those rose-colored glasses.
Red flags look pink.
When you are wearing those rose-colored glasses of love, red flags aren't red, they're pink. But all the flags are pink. So you just don't know. You just sitting there in love, hoping that love is enough. And then love slaps you in the face and goes,
and when you
bitch, love is
like,
never
it's
enough.
different. Like, I be like, I'm too gangster to be going through this
yo!
shit. Like, to be honest with you.
My Pisces behind will be sitting there like,
I'll turn
you
this
really
whole
got me out
house
here.
around. But yeah, so like, you know, it was different. Like, I never really been in love with somebody the way that I was in love with my person. Like, we lived together too, so it was just like a whole lot of. And I was like, I made a decision for myself because I felt me losing myself, and like, I'd rather save me and lose you than lose myself completely just to be with you. You know,
because I can't get me back.
And then imagine you losing yourself and we two lost souls together. It just don't make fucking sense. The math don't math. Like,
I think we're about to hit anticipation.
Yeah, so there we go.
So this is what the song we're about to hear is Anticipation.
Yes.
And this is the first song she wanted us to listen to. We have heard Clouds, we have heard Steady. Here we are.
So this song is a feature song. It has both of my brothers on there. Both of them name is Josh. One goes by Asajj Record and the other one is 704 Sandbox J.
So it's a musical family.
Yes. Hey, so bad that this man ain't begging. I lost my manners, I'm done second place. And be talking to God while I'm battling Satan. I went on my battle, so anticipation. You win and can't lose when you master your patience. Sometimes I be waiting, anticipating a lot on my plate. I've been feeling the hate. And this is why I like this one. It's really like, damn, this is real.
Because it's a vibe, but it's real shit too. Because it's like, what they say about relationships is true. The bad ones will destroy you, and the good ones they will make you think, how does anyone survive in this world alone? And you sometimes you just holding on, hoping, and everything's building because you're never in the mental space to handle anything, because everything's falling apart.
Literally, I feel like even the bad ones, sometimes a house is so fucked up, you enter a relationship as a fucked up person and you don't realize it, because like, for me myself, like,
how will you know if you're dirty if the whole house dirty? Like, Pigpen don't know he dirty hanging out in the pig pen, okay?
It's normal.
Because there's just a whole lot of dirt billowing up no matter what. And then you're like, yo dumb ass trying to take a shower in this filth bucket, and you just like, I can't get clean for shit.
And I think the crazy thing about that is like, when you're already like, just off of the like analogy that you're doing is, if you're already dirty, you know what I'm saying, and you go to somebody else that's dirtier than you, it's not like a judgment thing like, oh, you're dirtier than me. It brings you to a realization of like, I'm not as clean as I should be, and I like, because I can see that I want to let this person know because I love them and I care for them. But it's up to you to also want to make that change with me.
I can't want it.
And if you don't want to grow with me, then you can't go with me. And that's just how I feel. So, yeah. And this song is like, I don't know, my brothers really did a really good ass job with their bars. It's a lot of metaphors in here. A different vibe, like my brother on the end do like this rock, rugged vibe, and then my other one did like this poetic shit. It's really crazy, but anticipation to me means like, sometimes you gotta wait, but when you get tired of waiting, just take your fucking turn. Make that change.
Take your turn. Okay. So this is Loved.
Yes. If you know who Jayla Monet is,
I didn't until I heard her here.
This girl, I've been a fan of her since like 2016. And I always heard her singing. I used to share her shit. Like, you know, on Facebook, you'll get memories that pop up.
Yes.
So, like, I'll have a memory for me sharing her singing, like, years ago. And I, like, had forgotten about it. I forgot about it when I moved. Like, I was in a whole different life. And then I came back, and I was, like, going through, like, singers. Like, I need somebody to be on this. So, this song is just her. But I wrote this song. So, the whole entire song is written by me. It's basically the intermission part where it's like, it says, I've been thinking way too much, think I lost my touch, you know, like, just don't give me up. So basically, it's about how I'm in this relationship and I love the fuck out of you. So it's this point where I'm like, okay, maybe I can make this shit work, you know, because I love you. And we all get to that point. And so in the midst of that, you either go back and go through the same cycle, or you stop yourself and you remind yourself of, it was really good, but this is what happened. So she's about to go into...
I think there's such a delicate balance in that.
Yeah.
In being the lover girl and saying, if you can love me through this,
yeah,
I can love you through this.
Yeah.
And we can do this together. While also low-key being on your city girl and saying, but don't play with me.
And sometimes
but don't play
people are toxic, so
they will take that as
a
challenge.
Make you believe, like, not even, they'll make you believe, like, okay, we can work this out. Just because they don't want to see you with somebody else, they don't want to see you happy without them.
But they don't want to be alone. Folks cannot stand to be alone, but can't admit that they need somebody.
It's crazy.
And I've always said this, like, my parents aren't together. And people are always like, you saw your parents go from, like, super in love, head over heels for each other every day. Like, it was just, the sun rose and set on my mama, right? And for my daddy, it still does. Neither one of them could put their egos to the side to handle it how they needed to handle it to keep that together. And that's something that I had to learn from them. But that is part of it, is like, when do we finally set aside our egos and say, I need you. I need you. But also stand on that. Like, if we're gonna stand on business, stand on business. If I love you, I'm gonna stand on that. And I have to act like it. So do you. You can't say you want it but then not stand on it.
Very true.
And that's where people fuck up, is that once we've been hurt, we get in our ego. And we act very defensively, even when we say we want to forgive and move on, because forgiving and moving on is hard.
It is.
It means that we have to give trust that hasn't been earned yet.
Exactly.
And that shit is awkward.
Because when you got trust issues.
Ooh, baby, when you got trust issues. Ooh. Okay. So this is no pressure.
Because it ain't ever no pressure. For real. One of my little friends be like, you always be saying there's no pressure, but it's pressure. And I be like, because it is pressure, but it's no pressure. Like,
right, you don't have to.
What I mean is just like, what the fuck I said? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, this song is my shit, because it's just really like, I was writing, and I was like, damn, this be go crazy. If you ain't loving me today, then don't you fall in love tomorrow. And I was like, what? Yeah, I ain't forever like the sun, because I'm from heaven, so I'm born. I'm the type to have my way. I try again tomorrow. They love me, not either way, then I ain't bothered. So yeah, I was like, yo.
You really did your big one with your pen on this.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, really, this whole EP. Because it really showed the versatility, especially in your ability to write.
Yo.
You wrote for you as a rapper. You wrote for a singer. You've written, well, for a woman singer. And then you've also written for male singers. Like, this whole thing being you.
Yeah.
But almost you through different voices is beautiful.
Thank you. That's another thing I tell people, like, I'm not, like, I don't want to be put in a box like, oh, this is a rapper, or, you know, because if it comes down to it, I do like the rap battle, I like the freestyle, I like to do ciphers and shit, because I can do that. But I'm an artist because I do other things outside of that. So, like, when it comes to writing, like, I tell people, it, like, surprisingly, I've written country music, pop music, jazz. I've touched opera, like shit like that. I'm done. So I don't want to put myself in this box. You know, that's why DDA Tink means Dasha the artist Tink, and it's like Dasha and Tink is my name and my family calls me, and it comes together like the artist because that's what I am. Like, so.
I mean, I fuck with it heavy, and I'm excited not only for folks to get to see this, but for folks to get to hear basically the whole EP behind us. We have kind of done the whole thing at this point.
No, really.
Because, what? Yeah, it's Fire Squadrons right now. Like, yeah. But, right, but that's okay. That's okay. But, I loved listening to this project because I'm such a driver and thinker when I listen to music, and especially when I'm like really trying to dive into an artist. And this was fun to listen to. It was an easy listen, like you glide through it. And then you just sit there like, oh shit, I listened to the whole thing. Like, I basically had, a conversation in a car with myself about this whole EP. Okay, let me run that back and I'll actually listen to it this time.
Yeah.
But then you keep thinking of it in a different way as you listen to it. And so I really enjoyed being able to listen to it multiple times and kind of like feel it and kind of ride the whole thing through. Because I'll say this, Donda, Kanye West album, Donda, was such a masterpiece to me because you can listen to it out of order, you can listen to it in order, and no matter how you listen to it, it hits. And it's a free-flowing story. And I love that I can take pieces of this EP as I want them, but I can also just take the whole thing. And it's still a fun and solid listen. So I enjoyed it. I really did.
I really appreciate it. I actually like, when it comes to creatives, like, I think Kanye is so fire. And that's what I aim to do. Like, when I say, like, I sit and, like, after, I don't just, like, okay, this is the title, let me write the songs, and it's done. I literally, like, after all the songs are recorded, mixed, mastered, and everything, that's just one part of it. Now I'm sitting down, building a story for the listener. Like, this song is going first because this song going second. And I put it in a way so that you can listen to it and hear the story as a whole. Or you can do it, from
like prescribed as needed, like
exactly. And like the first song was Clouds, like I said, I did that song when I was actually like in the same house still, like going through this shit. To Closure, where I'm talking about I kind of want my money back, like bitch, I'm done with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, when you have that feeling at the end of the relationship when you like, I should have robbed you, like I should have,
and then it's like, I really just pop my shit, and I feel like whenever I do, like, I love performing too, so whenever I perform this shit, I actually performed this last night, and I haven't performed it in a long ass time, but it's the bar, I be like, when you know that you the shit, never let a nigga make you feel like you ain't no good. DDA be the hardest artist, and these bitches really know what's good. If you wanna switch it up, I can turn you up a vibes low to the vibes close. I don't really give a fuck about a hater, DJ play me on the radio. Sweep me on my feet and hold me close. I've been waiting for you at the door. Call the fire squad, bring the hoes. Man, I love my ex, but my ex a ghost. They did not be closing while I left the door. So it's reparation that I'm coming for. I need a refund if I let you go. If I let you go. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
It just made me want to put on black forces. Shiesty is just like, there are a few niggas who I think need to see me. Like, that's how that made me feel. Like, I was just like, I was in the car and I was like, Chicago too far a drive for me to just pull up on a nigga and demand my shit.
Down that way though.
Like, listen, I was like, I'll collect all my folks on the way. I'll call them. But listen, I don't need to be running up on people in the black Air Force One. Like, bruh. But that's all made me want to do it.
Nah, I love this song. I feel like at the end of the day, closure is important. And like, everything I write about is real. I literally tried to get closure and was denied it, and it's just like, if you won't give me closure, I'm going to give it to myself.
And that's the thing that I think a lot of people miss is that, like, your closure, your ability to move on, your ability to love again, trust again, feel again, all of that is on you.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them, because what is the point in leaving the relationship if you're still going to give that person control and power?
That's the one.
Like, we can't do that. We have to be able to say, yeah, that's right, I'm going to take this shit from me.
Exactly.
This is over. And no, I don't need the receipts.
I don't need
to show me where you did this.
Like,
I don't need the answers. I don't need your explanations, because in all reality, I only need those things if I'm trying to work it out.
Yeah.
I only need the reasons and the understanding if I'm trying to work it out. What I can say is that I gave you my all. And I did the very best that I could.
And I wasn't perfect, and I take full responsibility for who I am and what I've brought and what I've taken away. And I feel like another thing is just like being at a point where it's like, if actions speak louder than words, I don't need you to vocally give me that closure. You've shown me who you are. My favorite poet, Maya Angelou, said, when somebody shows you their colors, believe them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, I can't not unsee, like, okay, for the whole relationship, it was all love. You know, we did a really good job. You treated me like a queen and everything was perfect. But those times when shit got hard and you really showed your ass and you showed how evil you can be, how dark you can be.
I can never look at you the same way, because
that is who you are.
Now I'm on pins and needles and walking on eggshells, because I know everything has to stay perfect in order for us to maintain this happiness. Because if we don't have perfection, you about to show your whole behind, and then I'm gonna have to do. See, I'm the bad guy, and I ain't trying to be the bad guy, but I don't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, like, it's really crazy. So I don't know. I appreciate the relationship. I tell people all the time, if I could go back and do my year in Massachusetts all over again, I would do it all over again. I would do the relationship all over again, because I got this beautiful project from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I tell people, like, you don't, like, if you're not an artist, you don't understand what artists go through to get you the music that you hear and that you love. Even from like local artists to big artists, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I'm thankful for it all, and it's like, I'm at a point now, I be like, people like book me and shit to come perform, and I'm like, damn. Sometimes they'll be like, I want you to perform this song, and it'd be one of the sad ones, and I'm just like, I'm not fucking sad no more.
Right.
So like now,
like, how do you think Mary J. Blige feel
now
her whole career?
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
us going, bitch, we don't like you, happy.
Yeah.
And then she just has to be like, but I'm
good
okay,
morning,
guys. I'm
no,
good.
ma'am. Like,
Ma'am,
good
no,
morning.
we want to cry.
No.
We want to cry uncontrollably
No,
about some shit that ain't really happened to us.
No,
okay?
exactly. So I completely just appreciate the experience, and now I'm in album mode right now. So like, for artists, album mode is like when you know that you got a date in the album coming out at this date. So it's like, so I'm getting the features in, I'm recording, I'm in the studio. I was like in the studio from like 12 to 6 a.m. last night, this morning.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm working. I got new music coming, and it's like, I'm big on versatility. I'm big on letting you see my flows, using the wordplay. So definitely just be on the lookout.
Well, we definitely will be.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Do you have any performances coming up? Because this will be posted Sunday.
Well, I'm actually in the process of like confirming everything with my agent, but I do have like a few things that I'm picky, I'm choosy.
Okay.
That's the thing. Some shit I just can't like do anymore, because I am trying to like level myself up. You know what I'm saying? And
we liked Peter Pan peanut butter. We really like Jif. Choosy moms choose Jif.
Yeah.
But we need to do the raw organic peanut butter.
And I'm
now.
trying to get there. So
like,
it's some things that I've been offered like opportunities to come perform, but now I'm just like, let me see if this is something that I want to do. Not burning bridges, but also giving who gives to me. Because my biggest thing is no artist left behind. I don't want to come to a place where I've already performed 100 times. They know my sound whenever another artist who just started performing could have the slot. So yeah, but as of now, like I said, I do got an album coming out in February. I plan on dropping a single in December for my birthday, December 19th. Big Sagittarius motherfucking energy. So yeah, that's what's coming up.
Well, I'm excited. So as we've already seen, you can find Miss DDA Tink on YouTube, and it's at DDA Tink.
That's it.
You can also find her on Instagram.
You can find me on all platforms, from
All of them.
YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, motherfucking TikTok, everything.
Everything at DDA Tink.
Space TINK.
Oh, there's a space?
Yeah.
Okay, that is right.
I think it is. Oh yeah, no. If it ain't a space, then just delete the space. But it's the
right. But it's DDA Tink. You'll find her. It's cool. I follow her on Spotify, and the Feed the Body channel is subscribed to her YouTube as well. And I think I follow you on Facebook. I probably follow you on TikTok, but I'm not really on TikTok a lot, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I follow you on most of those.
All the social media stuff.
Right.
And you can get me at Dasha Vulgar on Facebook. If you get there, it's real personal. I feel like welcome to the family. So yeah.
Be ready to know her a little bit more, enjoy her a little bit more, and really get to know the artist behind this amazing EP that we just listened to. The Wake Up After the Breakup.
Yes, ma'am.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a very fun EP. It was an emotional journey, and I had so much fun with it. And I'm glad that we got to do this interview. Is there anything that you want to say before we cut?
Shout out to Mickey the Boddie and Grindhouse Studios. We in this bitch, and I can't wait till this shit to drop so I can share it. And y'all tap in with me, go follow me.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you for our next artist interview. Bye.